Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to create this interactive map in PowerPoint with only 8 slides. Let's start off with a blank layout slide, and let's insert the continent icons, which can be found in the PowerPoint icons. So all I'll do is type in continent and insert these continents. There we go. I did not insert Antarctica, so Antarctica will look a little bit different. Now I've got them in the general position that they're supposed to be in, but I'm just going to find a quick reference. So I'll go to online pictures and I'll just search world map, and let's just find a rectangular reference to use. I'm going to loosely stretch this to fit my slide, and now all I'll do is send it all the way to the back. From here I'm going to take my continents and try and match them up the best I can. Alright, and there we go. There we have the first 6 continents on our map. And because we're using a flatter rectangular version of the map, the icon for Antarctica that PowerPoint has isn't going to work. So instead, I'm just going to manually trace Antarctica using the shape tool called Freeform. So I'll just start tracing over Antarctica. I'll just zoom in and just start drawing. And now I have my 7th continent of Antarctica added. So now I'm going to remove my reference and let's resize the continents to fit on my slide. So I'll just select all of them, and group them all together. Now I can resize them to fit on my slide and ungroup. Now that we have these ungrouped continents, let's work on getting the colors into our map. So first off, I'm going to work on creating the background. Now, because this is an interactive map, we're actually going to want the background to be clickable or be able to hover over it. So I'm not going to just make the background the color I want. Instead, I'll insert a rectangle shape for the background. And I'm going to remove the color and change it to be a different color. This color right here that I have previously selected. It's just a light blue. And now I'm going to send it to the back. Let's make all the continents the same color too. All I have to do is just select all and unselect this background, and let's change all of these shapes to be this green. No outline. Alright, looking great so far. Here we have all of our continents. We have one main world map slide. We're going to have 7 other slides for each continent in order to label them. So let's work on that. So here I'm going to duplicate my slide, and here we have a new slide. For this one, let's say I choose North America, and so what we're going to do is first let's make North America a little bit more highlighted, or a little bit more as if it was selected. So let's change the color to be brighter and add a little outline so it's easier to see. That outline is a bit too thick, so let's change it to something like 1.5. That looks nicer. And to emphasize this continent even more, let's add a graphic effect, a shadow. There we go. Now it definitely looks like North America is selected. Now what I'm going to do is add in my North America text, and I'm going to make it look a little bit nice with a rectangular shape, this curved rectangle shape. Now I will choose a font and adjust the sizing. Now one more thing I want to do to emphasize that North America is selected is I want to darken the other continents. I'll just select all of them. Europe. Okay. And I'll choose a little bit of a darker color, which is going to be this, almost like a black. So real quick, let's do a quick test of this continent. I'm going to apply the morph transitions, morph, and there we go. The continent definitely looks like it got selected and the text pops up. So first of all, let's make the transition faster by making it just 0.25 seconds, just a quarter of a second. Now I'm going to copy the North America text over and paste it over here, but because I don't want North America to be showing here, I'm just going to go to the format pane and let's change the fill to be totally transparent. Same with the line and with the text. So now if I go to transition it's going to look a lot nicer. Let's preview. There we go. A nice, quick, snappy selection. Now, the only thing I want is that whenever I hover my mouse over this continent, I should go to slide number 2. So in order to do that, click on Insert and insert an action. I'm not going to use a link because with a link, you can really only click, but I want to just be able to hover. So I'll click on Action and mouse over. See? And we're going to hyperlink, not to next slide, but let's choose the specific slide. Slide ... slide 2. Just in case we ever move our slides around. And let's test it out. I'm going to open in full screen. And there we go, North America. But we also need it to be deselected. So let's click on Escape. And let's choose this big rectangle that we added earlier. And we're going to add its own action. Mouse over and hyperlink to first slide. Now, whenever we hover over the rectangle, it should take us back to the first slide. And let's actually add a morph transition to that slide too. Nice quick 0.25, quarter of a second transition. Let's try this. There we go. Very nice. Now, we're going to repeat all of these steps for every single continent, and I'm going to make sure that every continent on every slide can be hovered over and linked to. Let's do it. Here we are having all the continents and having all of them linked to each other. So let's see how this looks now. There we go, I have all my continents, and I fixed the little gap that was in between North and South America. So if I go to North America and I follow this straight to South America, it should just go directly to it, and I don't need to go back to the ocean and then to my next continent. I can choose Antarctica, I can go to any island, I can go to Asia, Europe, and back to North America. There we go. That is how to make an interactive map in PowerPoint.